Just a disclaimer before you watch the video, this is not us complaining about being on testosterone. Like, we're so fucking lucky to be on it, and it's the best decision of my life, but we're just complaining about the system and how it just doesn't work, and it's just inefficient, and it causes us to not be able to be on T.
Which is great, the best thing ever.
Great. Right. Fucking Christ. Okay, hello. This video is about testosterone. And this is Noah.
What?
We're just gonna rant about how shit it is to try and get testosterone.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it
and
sounds.
the stuff that you need for that. So the thing that kind of inspired me to make this video, it got to the point where I've had to get kits from a charity that provide equipment for heroin addicts to shoot up safely. And it comes with a little metal spoon, and I had to get them because I ran out of syringes and my GP wouldn't give them to me. So I had to get those. Do you want to start off?
It's so much. We both went private to start testosterone, which means it's quicker, which is good, because then you get the T in you quickly. But there's this fun thing called shared care, which your GP is supposed to agree to, which means that your GP gives you the prescriptions for testosterone, and the private clinic's just like, yeah, they're trans, give them the T. My GP didn't like that, and they refused, and that wasn't fun at all. I was very stressed. You know how I said I didn't cry on testosterone? The first time I cried on testosterone was because I couldn't get my testosterone.
Basically sums it all up.
Yeah, but pretty much my GP refused shared care, which is very fucking rude.
Their first mistake.
Their first mistake. So after that, I just had to go to the private clinic again and pay £50 for every prescription. And I have testosterone every 3 weeks, so that's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And then I went to a public clinic, which was supposed to like work, because apparently my GP was supposed to accept shared care from a public clinic, but they didn't again, so I'm gonna have to get private prescriptions again after all that effort. I've been on T since May. And also it means I lost and missed so many shots, and I was on a very small dose for a very long time.
Yeah, you were on such a
Teeny
small dose.
Yeah, you know.
With me, my GP agreed to shared care, which was great, and like they seem a lot more willing than your fucking GP, which is good. But they're just useless with communication with each other. So like, they were never able to get my prescriptions on time, and whenever I would call up, they'd be like, oh, it's not on our system, even though I called like 2 days before to like make sure that they had it. So whenever I would go in, they'd be like, oh, you need it? Okay, well, we can't get it for tomorrow because that's too soon, so I'll have to get it for like Monday.
What do you mean too soon?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, my shot was yesterday.
What are you talking about?
What are you trying to, oh my god. So I'd have late shots like every time, and my thing is every 2 weeks, which I told them, and then at first they kept putting it on the sticker that goes on your testosterone. It kept saying every 3 weeks, and I was like, incorrect. It's every 2 weeks. But they were like, oh no, you have to come in for a meeting to try and get it for like a repeat prescription. And I was like, no, no, no. So then I got an app, which then they just do it all for me, and it seems to be okay. I finally found out a pattern to like get it on time, but they do it by like fucking Royal Mail, so it just takes ages to actually deliver, so you have to order it like so far in advance.
And it's very important to have your shot on time, not gonna lie, because like we're on sustanon, which is a form of testosterone, and you have like a peak level and a trough level. So when you get your injection, you get loads of T, like, oh yeah, all T'd up, yeah, yeah. But then, yeah, man. But then by the end of your, like, he's on 2 weeks, I'm on 3 weeks. By the end of that, you're so tired and you feel like shit because you've not got enough T in your system. You get depressed and sad and tired and hormonal. I get spots and sweaty. I get hot flushes. I nearly passed out on the tube because of a hot flush. It felt like shit. But yeah, it's very depressing.
It's so bad.
Obviously we're lucky to be able to get testosterone, but that's obviously not what we're saying.
It's always so glamorized.
Yeah.
It's always like, yeah, testosterone, which is great. But it's just all the videos that I see are just like, this is my voice, 1 month on T, and you're like, that's good, but like, how many shots have you missed? How many were late?
There needs better care. There needs...
They don't take it seriously?
No. Oh, it's the deepest thing. The first time my GP refused shared care with the private clinic, I got sent a letter from the private clinic. Absolute legends, but they're just like, did you know Noah was diagnosed with depression at age 12? Did you know the suicide rate for trans people is 43%? Do you think it's a good idea to refuse this fucking medication? And I was like, oh my god, this is gonna get him, this is gonna get him. They're like, sorry.
And then they were like, no.
It's a red drug. It's not a red drug. It's licensed.
I don't understand why they don't get it.
It's not that hard, is it? It just
like, it's not, it's... You pay for a prescription, they should provide it.
But like, that's their job.
Yeah.
GP is for help. GP is for health. We're trying to talk to people, like, at a clinic or at a GP is so ridiculous. Like, you call up, and like, obviously they're busy, but they should just hire more people to answer the phone calls from like the scared trannies that don't know what they're doing. Like, you'd call up and they'd be like, sorry, we're not available right now, call back again. And I call back again. They'd be like, sorry, can't talk right now. Hey, I want to talk to this one nurse, because, like, she knows about my care. Sorry, not free. Call back a week later. Oh, sorry, she's not here. Fuck off!
Sorry. The GP, they're shit with phone calls. They do all this shit where they're like, oh, we'll get your date of birth and stuff, and then they're like, there's nothing on the system for you. Do you want me to request it now? I'm like, no, because I needed you to request it last week, which you told me you did. Like, they'll tell me they do things, and then someone else will be on the computer and there's like, oh, there's nothing here. Like, you're lying. You're really lying to me here.
You fibber.
You fibber.
Dirty fibber.
And then every single time I've tried to call the private clinic, they haven't answered.
Yeah,
like,
they love that.
It literally just rings out. Emailing as well.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, I emailed a week ago. Maybe just over a week ago, to sort out my 6 months checkup with the private clinic, and they still haven't replied. It's like 2 weeks until I'm 6 months on to you. Just fine, but...
Is it?
No. They're gonna want me to have blood tests, aren't they?
Yeah. But you have to book them, and then your GP...
Exactly.
Oh.
So, like, I don't know what the... Yeah. Good. Great. Love that.
Great.
My GP, they promised me needles and syringes whenever I needed them. They called me up yesterday, to be fair, to say that they now have them for me, but like, because I ran out of syringes, which is why I had to have the fucking heroin HIV packs. I went in to pick them up because they said that they had stuff for me, and then this woman was like, gave me an envelope instead of a bag of needles, and she was just like, oh yeah, this is it, but you need to pay £13. And I was like, that's sus. So I bought it, left the GP, opened it, and I shit you not, wait, I'm gonna read this letter out because it's actually pretty fucking hilarious. And like, my mum even took it into Boots, and they were like, yeah, this means nothing. Like, you can't do anything with this. Dear sir/madam, I can confirm that Phoenix Stone is registered at, and then my surgery. And he receives medication which requires injection every 2 weeks. Yours faithfully, and then my GP signature.
I love how they didn't even say what medication it was. It's like, he takes drugs every 2 weeks. What? What do you want?
What do you mean? But then they called me yesterday and they were like, did you pick up your needles? I'm like, no, I paid for a fucking letter that I don't need.
Love being a medical experiment.
Like, literally, you feel like guinea pigs. You'd think that because you're paying for things,
no,
that they would get it right.
No.
But no. I'm done ranting. Bye!
Bye.